Hi y'all, I'm Darla and I'm growing tropical. I just got back from the local nursery and I picked up some beautiful, beautiful variegated hibiscus. These beauties that are sitting right here next to me. They are generally grown for their foliage color. They do have a red bloom though. I asked the owner of the nursery and he said yes, he goes, it has an actual red bloom on it, which is perfect in my garden because everything out here is vibrant in color, tropical colors. I always associate red with being tropical. So I am thrilled to death to be able to get something so beautiful to be able to put under a spindle palm that we've actually been growing for a couple of seasons now. When we first put the spindle palm, I'm going to flip this around to let you guys look and see. It's the spindle palm, actually right there. We have put that in actually a couple of seasons ago. I'm going to move back over here. We put this in a couple of seasons ago, and it was kind of ratty looking when we first bought it. It has three trunks on it, so it is a triple. And when we put it in, like I said, it was quite ratty looking. And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to get it in the ground, get it good and fertilized, very lush, very happy, very healthy before I started underplanting it. That was really important to me because anytime that you underplant something, you need to make sure that it's really good and strong because they're fighting for nutrients. If you put something under, obviously, that underneath, and in this case, if I would have put something immediately underneath of this, especially something like this, these heavy feeders, the hibiscus, the variegated hibiscus, they would have been really pulling on the fertilizer and the nutrients and everything, and I didn't really want that to happen. I wanted all the nutrients to go into that palm tree to make it good and healthy, and I believe that I succeeded here. So now it's all ready to plant up, and then I was like, okay, well, what am I going to put out there? What could I have some hibiscus that I actually am growing in the front yard. They're not the variegated. They are just the standard green with the blooms on them. They're very, very pretty. Actually, I'll let you guys take a look. They are over here, actually, all along actually they're on the side yard is where they're a divider between the house that's next door to me and my yard, and there are three of them, and then they're quite large. So I do have those, and I also have some in some containers as well. I'm going to point this camera to where you can see these beautiful, beautiful hibiscus. I just love these. The foliage on these are just absolutely beautiful. And as soon as I saw them, it clicked. I knew exactly where I was going to put them as soon as I saw them. So I was so thrilled to be able to get them. So that is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be putting them actually all around. I bought 6 of them, but I hope that's going to be enough. I was kind of calculating in my head because hibiscus do get to be, gosh, I'm terrible when it comes to measurements, but they're going to get to be 3, 4, 5 foot high if I allow them to get that high. I'd like for them to be a small hedge, maybe about, I don't know, to my waist, which that would be maybe about 3 foot. I'd like to bring them up about 3 foot and keep them underneath. We'll just kind of see. Time will tell. And then, of course, they will get a good spread on a maybe 36 inches wide. Again, I'm terrible when it comes to measurements, but that's kind of what I'm thinking in my head as I'm looking around. So 6 of them should actually do the trick around there. And so what I'm going to do is right now I've got these I've actually been looking at these very new, what I call weeds, actually, that have been coming up in my yard. I've noticed this season, as we progressed into the summer months here, there's this really unique looking weed that's coming up that I wasn't real sure, excuse me, what they were. I think that they are the seed pods from my queen palm trees that are dropping in the ground, and I think they're a bunch of baby queens. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to have to take them to my local nursery and ask the owner out there if that might be what it is. So anyway, I could be propagating baby queen palm trees and not even knowing it, but I'm sorry for my cough. It is oppressive out here today. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go through this area where the spindle palm is, and I'm going to give it a little bit of a weeding out, clean out those baby palm trees that I'm growing. I don't know if that's what they are, but it kind of makes sense to me. So I'm going to be cleaning that out a little bit, and then I'm going to go through and I'm going to plant up these spectacular, I know I keep saying that because I am just so thrilled with these, but I'm going to plant these guys up, and then I'm going to give you a little tour of what they look like afterwards. So I spaced them around the tree a little bit before I started planting. I think that's a really good idea, and I try to always do that, especially when it comes to the bigger shrubs like this, because once you put them in, you don't want to have to take them back out. It's not like little annuals where you can kind of pull them in and out of a little small container. A little bit easier once you get them in to relocate them. These not so much, but I have 6, and I think I made a very wise choice. Sometimes I overshoot it or undershoot it, and I think I did pretty good with this one. So the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and get these guys planted up. Hi you guys, I just finished up planting the hibiscus around the spindle palm. Wanted you guys to be able to take a look at it and see once, or actually to see what it looks like after I'm done. The only thing that I didn't do was I did not put fertilizer in the hole when I was planting. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. Living here in South Florida, we have a really sandy soil, and sometimes I will amend the soil, but I don't always put fertilizer in the actual hole when I'm planting, because I'm afraid that I'm going to burn the root system until it gets like established. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but I just find with our sun being as hot as what it is here on new transplants, I usually like for the plants to be able to get established a little bit before I do put a fertilizer on. But most of the time I will, if I don't do that, if I don't wait for them to get established, I will just go ahead and throw a in this particular case, a palm gain. It's made by BGI, and I will go ahead and show you. I will put a link up and show you, or link down below and show you guys, or tell you guys what it is that I use as far as fertilizer is concerned. And I will be doing other vlogs to discuss the fertilizers that I use or I like to use. And again, this one's called Palm Gain, made by BGI, and it's very safe and effective for all of my tropicals, which is what I love. My staple plants that are in this front yard are all palm trees. I'm have you turn around and look. I've got foxtails, I've got queen palms, and I've got spindles, and those palm trees are really important to me, and they're huge, and I don't want them to die because I don't want to have to remove them. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it, and it is my first video. So if you enjoyed or you liked what you saw, please don't forget to click on, I believe it's the subscribe button, to be able to follow my videos as they come out. And I believe there's a little bell on the bottom also that you click that will notify you when I release new videos. So again, it's been really fun, and I look forward to the next video. Bye y'all.